Hi everybody, welcome back to my weekly video, The Fresh Sleeve. I'm your host, Kristen, and today we're going to be talking about, just adjust this camera here, it looks a little weird. And it's semi-better. So today we're going to be talking about what your hospital experience is going to be like and what you should bring to the hospital. As of Monday, I was 3 weeks out of surgery. So I'd like to start off something a little bit more positive and things that I've noticed happening since I've had the surgery. Just like little things, like I actually can put my jacket on and zip it closed with a sweater on and get in my car and drive and not have to take my jacket off. And anyone who knows what I'm talking about, which I'm sure you all do, know that that's like a big deal, because normally I would not be able to, first of all, zip up my jacket. I've always worn my jackets open or not worn a jacket at all because I always felt so uncomfortable. And definitely not drive with my jacket zipped up. Like, I don't even notice it's even on now. So that's really great. Number two, I found this black sweatshirt in my closet, been buried in my closet. I don't know. I must have bought it when I was in my kickboxing heyday and had lost a bunch of inches and a bunch of pounds. And, you know, it had maybe fit me one time for like maybe a week and then it never fit me again. And I'd actually tried it on a while ago and probably sometime over the summer because I found it. And it didn't fit. It fit like a belly top. But I just love this sweatshirt and I refused to throw it away. And I was just like, I'm gonna keep this. And one day I'm gonna wear it. So I actually wore it yesterday and it was too big. Not too big, but it was definitely comfortable. It wasn't tight around the belly area. It wasn't, anything that I looked bad in or should feel uncomfortable. And number three, people are starting to notice. So people that, see me every day, but people that really don't see me every day are really starting to notice a difference, although you might not see it. And remember, this is your body. You may not notice it. Maybe you've hopped on the scale a couple times, which I was guilty of doing. I don't recommend doing that because in the next video, we're going to talk about plateaus. Plateaus can even happen at this very early stage. But for right now, I just want to concentrate on the hospital. The day has come, you're going to the hospital, what do you bring? You're going to be given a gown that fits you, trust me. No open in the back, nothing. You're not going to be able to have underwear on, you're not going to be able to wear a bra, so just leave the bra at home. What I would pack and what I did pack was, I didn't even bring a change of clothes because you're in a hospital. And let's face it, hospitals are dirty, there's germs everywhere, you don't know what's going to happen with your stuff. Bring the clothes on your back. Make sure you wear like nice, loose, comfortable clothes because your stomach is going to be a little sore after, and you're going to have the Dermabond. You might have a couple Band-Aids or whatever you might have over your, incision sites. I wore loose-fitting pajama pants and a very like baggy type top. I did bring flip-flops to walk around in the hospital, although I did not actually use them because there was no way that I could have bent over enough to be able to take my socks that they give you on and off. So I just said, you know what? I basically sat in the chair the whole time. I didn't really sleep in the bed much. So because sleeping with dirty socks that you walk around on a hospital floor in my bed, not happening. So I brought the flip-flops, but I didn't use them. But you can, if you want to walk around. I wouldn't walk around the hospital barefoot. I wouldn't walk around those socks. If you can avoid it, wear the flip-flops. What else did I bring? I brought a scrunchie if you're a woman. I brought a hair thing for myself to wear for later. I don't remember if they took it out when I was in the operating room. I don't remember, but I would bring one anyway. What else? You're going to have your cell phone on you. That's pretty much the only entertainment that you're really going to be focusing on. I didn't bother to spring for ordering television because I wasn't going to sit there and watch TV. And you're most likely going to be in the room with a roommate, so you don't want to keep that person up because you're just really concentrating on feeling better. The night before, have yourself a little nice relationship with water. Obviously not after midnight, but definitely drink as much water as you possibly can. You're not going to be able to drink water after surgery. You might have a headache from all the aspartame that you've been ingesting. So if I were you, I would back off the aspartame at least 2 days before the surgery. This way you're not going to get a headache, because you might be like me, because I definitely binged on sugar-free ice pops, which was not a good idea. They don't really do anything for you. The only thing they do is just keep your hands busy and your mouth busy, so that you think that you're eating more. Just try to stick with stuff that, that you're supposed, whatever your surgeon says that you could have. Just try to stick with that, and just that's it. Okay, have your water, have your tea, your decaf tea, whatever it's going to be. Try to ease off the aspartame, because the aspartame headache is a nightmare. I had a headache going into the hospital before surgery, and then I had a headache afterwards, and it was horrible. Nothing stopped. It was horrible. You could bring the Gas X with you. I brought the Gas X chewables. Those will be a lifesaver when you get home. The hospital will give you something for gas pain, but honestly, the best thing for gas pain that works is walking around. I could not walk around the whole night. I didn't really take too much pain. I didn't use the pain pump that much because there really wasn't any pain. So don't think that using the pain pump is going to alleviate your gas pains. Two totally different pains. I felt no incision pain at all whatsoever. The only thing I felt was as if I did maybe one too many sit-ups, and I've definitely worked my abs out a lot harder than that pain could have ever been. So I know everybody's different, but I'm just telling you that pain, that's what it feels like. It feels like you did, you worked your stomach. That's all it feels like. It is a little hard to get up. You might have to a little bit. Speaking of which, number 4, I can get up a lot better now. I used to have to give myself a pep talk to get off the couch, but up and down like it's nothing, and I love that. No pain in my back, no pain in my knees, nothing. I can walk, and I actually have to sometimes I trip over my own feet when I walk now, because it's so much easier for me to move my body that I'm just ready to go. Just go. So that's a good thing too. What else? All right, so when you get home, relax. This is your recovery time. Relax. Let people help you. I'm a single woman. You hear nothing in the background, right? Nothing. I have a cat. That's it. No kids. There's no husband. There's nothing. Silence. Just how I like it. However, if you live with your family, you live with your husband, your boyfriend, whatever it is, whoever's helping you, be nice. Be kind. They have no idea what you're going through or what you're feeling or how you feel inside. They don't know. Use the time to remain calm. Use the time to focus on your body. Use the time to heal. If you need help, get help. Don't be going around lifting things, trying to do laundry, because then within a couple of days you are going to feel better. You feel like you can just get right back into your life. Don't do that, okay? Concentrate on the signals that your body are giving you, because this is all about your journey. This is all about your healing. This is all about your mindset. This is all about everything. You need to focus on you. You don't have time to be absorbing everybody else's emotions, okay? And absorbing everybody else's reaction to how you're reacting, okay? People are going to be concerned for you. They're going to ask you, because this is something you're choosing to do this. This was your choice. You chose to have surgery, and they're going to want to know how you feel. They're going to want to know if they can help you, because they don't have, unless they've had the surgery themselves, they don't know how you feel. So relax, watch TV. You're writing a book like I am. Start plugging away on those chapters if you feel up to it. You're going to feel very tired, but you have to keep walking, okay? And this thing right here, this thing is your best friend. This thing right here, love this thing. I still use it, even though I probably don't have to, but I still use it. Anything to strengthen the lungs up is really good, because I'm a former smoker. So anything that's going to bring those, to strengthen your lungs up. This thing is your best friend for 2 reasons. Not only will it help clear your lungs out after the surgery, but it will also strengthen your lungs, and it will also help alleviate the gas. I don't know how it does it or why it does it, but it will help alleviate the gas pains, okay? So every hour on the hour, this thing right here, however many times they tell you to do it, do it. All right, so we're at the hospital. Surgeries, you're going to be going into the waiting, you're going to be going into the area. They're going to bring you back. Whoever's going to be with you is allowed to come with you. Your husband, my mother was with me. Thank God. Ma, I love you. Thank you for being, my mother's the calmest person ever. She knew everything was going to be okay. They literally, surgeon comes in, says hi to you. The anesthesiologist will come in. You can talk to them about anything you might have questions. I was a little concerned about the anesthesia, affecting me. I had a problem when I was 18 with anesthesia. But it turns out it wasn't the anesthesia. It was something else that they didn't do. Thank God for modern medicine. I had a problem, so I was concerned that was going to happen. Everybody has the fear of death before going into surgery. I think maybe children probably don't. Everybody has the fear of death. That's normal. The anesthesiologist is there to get you through this. I love my anesthesiologist. Thank you so much for keeping me alive. That's what they're trained to do. These people are trained to work with obese people that have all different types of conditions and neck problems and back problems. They know how to deal with it. So make sure that you're honest with them. If they ask you, do you have any questions or concerns? Is this? Talk to them. That's your time to talk to them and put your mind at ease. It's making them aware, but it's also putting their mind at ease. So keep that in mind. Be vocal about your concerns. Don't just sit there and, no. Then when you go into the waiting room, you go into the operating room, literally, I put myself on the table. I saw this huge light and they laid me down and they started taking off my gown. I said, whoa, I didn't shave enough for all these lights. And I was out. And the next thing, it felt like 5 minutes. And the next thing I knew, they were like, wake up, Kristen, wake up. And then there I was in the recovery room, done, over. It was literally that uneventful. I have no idea what happened. I know some people say, oh, I'm scared. I would wake up in the middle of it or I would feel something. If I did, which I know I didn't, I don't remember. So, don't worry about anything like that. Stuff like that don't worry about stuff. That doesn't happen. They know when you're awake. They know, they're like Santa Claus. They know when you are sleeping. They know when you're awake. So don't worry about it. Let's see. After that, you're in the recovery room. You're not drowsy. You don't really feel sick. They ask you a bunch of questions, you answer the questions, whatever it is. Then they eventually put you in a room, and that's when you can get up and you can start walking around. You could start, moving around a little bit more. But even while you're in the bed in the recovery room, do a couple of these, stretch your arms, stretch this way, sit up a little bit if you can, move back and forth, move your legs, move your hands, all that stuff. Just keep yourself moving constantly so that you are starting to break up that gas, because the gas pains, honestly, I wish I had started sooner with the walking around, and maybe if I did it the whole night before, it would have been my experience would have been a little bit different. But to tell you the truth, the gas pains really did last for 4 days. It was a little painful, but the Gas X does work. I have the chewable Gas X. If you don't want to buy Gas X by Brain, you can go into Walmart and buy their chewable, whatever it's going to be. That's great. Your diet is going to be extremely limited. I know that some surgeons, afterwards, I had to eat a couple mouthfuls of tuna fish, best tuna fish ever. I had to took me 3 hours to eat Jello because I really just wasn't interested in eating. The first liquid I had was that dye that you have to drink when you get the x-ray to see if there's any leaks. Does it taste great? No, it doesn't. Can you tolerate it? Absolutely. Just get it done, because then you're on your way back to your room. And then you're going to be able to have your water, you're going to have your diet cranberry juice, whatever they give you. They're going to have the Jello, and then eventually you're going to have the tuna fish. I didn't have a problem going to the bathroom. I did go to the bathroom right away. My body was like, that dye is coming out right away. It wasn't pretty, but it came out. There was no blood. There was no pain going to the bathroom. It was a little slow. I remember sitting on the toilet and peeing a little bit, and then it would stop. And then it would go, but I think it was also because I was also a little out of it. I didn't realize how out of it I was until now. And then just keep moving around and walking around, and everything just, goes back to feeling pretty much normal. So after you eat, then you're released and you go home. You're going to be tired. If you want to sleep, sleep. If you want to walk around, whatever it's going to be. Just don't be, doing too much. Don't be doing laundry. Don't be chasing after the kids. Don't be cooking dinner. Don't be doing anything that you wouldn't normally do. But if you want to cook dinner and you feel up to cooking dinner for your family, go ahead, because you're going to be moving around. You're going to be walking around. So that's going to be, helping you to break up the gas. So if you want to do that, that's fine. I don't know about you, A lot of people I heard complain about reflux. I have a problem with dairy. When you eat dairy, because dairy is definitely one of the proteins that's on our list that we're allowed to eat, like yogurt, cottage cheese. When you eat dairy, your stomach produces a lot of gas. Not a lot of gas, a lot of acid to break that down. Now you have a smaller stomach. When you had a bigger stomach, you probably never noticed it, but now that you have a smaller stomach, you're gonna notice it. I don't like to plug any products, although eventually I may. This stuff right here, I don't know if you can see, George's 100% aloe vera, distilled liquid from aloe vera leaves, bitter free, no unpleasant taste, no preservatives, no additives. I got it from the Vitamin Shop. This will get rid of, in the days to come, this will definitely get rid of any acid reflux that you have. It is an instant relief, because I guess one day I had all dairy. I had all dairy. I had a whey protein shake. I had yogurt. I had cottage cheese. I had all dairy. And the next day I woke up, while I was sleeping, I regurgitated it in my throat because the acid just comes right up. And I don't, want that ever again. And I just felt like I had a lump in my throat and everything was just hurting here. It was really horrible. And my sister, who has horses, was like, oh, I give my horse this stuff here whenever he gets it. And I just, so I went and I got it, and it was the best thing ever. Water, drink your water, because let me tell you something. Constipation is not fun. I've never had that problem before until the one day I just didn't drink water. I think it was like the 5th or 6th day. I just forgot. I just didn't drink water. I don't think I even ate that day. I just was really just not, I was out of it, and I just wasn't happy, and I just didn't eat anything or drink anything. I think I had 1 cup of decaf coffee that day. Water, does it taste funny? No, it doesn't taste funny. It tastes like water. But I did notice that if I drink it out of my metal mug that I use, my stainless steel mug that I always used to drink it out because it keeps it cold, I do pick up like more of a metallic-y taste. So I got this bad boy here for one of my kids for a Christmas present. I don't know how many ounces it is. I haven't measured it yet, but it's pretty decent. I'm pretty sure this is probably at least 20 ounces. This is a glass bottle, and it's really cool. It snaps closed, and then you can kind of like press this button, and it opens up for you, and you can just literally, sip, lose your booty. That's what you got to do. You got to drink water, because if you don't drink water, you don't hydrate your body. And when you don't drink water, you get constipated, and constipation is not fun. So drink your water. Do I drink coffee? I drink decaf coffee on occasion. I do. I love herbal teas. Herbal teas are the best, but water is key, and you can get down that 64 ounces. The sooner you realize that you can get down that 64 ounces, the better off you'll be. So make sure that I drank 64 ounces in one day? No. But I do try. Every day I set a water goal for myself, and you work your way up to it. Before the surgery, did I drink? Sometimes I would go days without drinking water and not notice, because I ate a lot of vegetables and I drank a lot of coffee and I drank, other things throughout the, the almond milk with the smoothie in the morning, whatever it was. Or if I was working out, I would drink water. So I never noticed how much water I didn't drink. So this is definitely a lot more than I've ever drank before the surgery. But I do remember at a time when I was drinking, I think 100 ounces of water per day, if not more. I was losing weight. If there's one thing in the world that does help you move the fat out of your body, move all the toxins out that are being released as your fat cells are shrinking down, water is the key. Water is the key. And it will help with constipation if you do get constipated, because it might happen. There is something called dandelion tea. You can drink that. I wouldn't recommend something like Smooth Move or something like that. Dandelion tea is a little more natural. Or if your surgeon says it's okay, Epsom salt. I think it was like 2 teaspoons of Epsom salt and water. Drank that, and thank God that kicked in probably like a half an hour and relieved my symptoms of constipation, which was not fun. So make sure that you're drinking your water. Dairy, if it's just not working for you, there are non-dairy alternatives, but that's just one of the things that I remember, you know, coming home after surgery. Cheese seems to be okay. Just can't have, too much of it. The ricotta cheese, can't have that because it's very just a heavy, dense cheese. But a little bit of shredded cheese on my eggs, or like a little bit of shredded cheese in my tuna if I want something else a little bit, that's okay. So that's what we have. That's what I have for you. That's really the only thing that I could say that helped me. The acid reducers that I had bought, those did help, although I haven't used them since. I haven't really felt the need to use them unless I eat dairy. And then, like I said, it's the acid reflux. If I prefer to stay in the more natural realm of things, so I would go for the aloe vera, over the acid reducer. But I'll see as I progress onto solid foods in the next couple weeks what's going to happen. Okay, so the next video, we're definitely going to be talking about some interesting topics. I'll think of something for you guys. If you guys have any questions or any comments, please subscribe and message me and let me know. Or just, post a comment and, maybe your experience, because everybody's experience is different. I think the next video I'll talk more about, I think I'm a little bit more ready to talk about the more emotional part. I'm just seeing like how things pass. But I just want to pass along a message of positivity to you if you're struggling right now and you're crying and you feel bad, or you feel like you didn't make the right choice. I just want you to know that you did make the right choice for you, and you're okay, and you are going to get through this. You can overcome obesity. You can fight through the darkness that might be happening for you right now, and there is a ray of sunshine waiting for you. You just got to get through the first couple of weeks, and you're going to be okay, and you're going to be back on your feet, and you're going to be on your road to recovery. All right, so I will see you guys next time on The Fresh Sleeve. Thanks for tuning in.